ain't down for whatever. Yeah. You know I'm just here to make you feel better. Yeah. Take a load off on my private island. Come inside and go into hiding. I know that you've been sacrificing your time and need time to unwind and let go. So let go, and let's go, and let's grow, and we grow. I know you just going through some things you can't explain. But you're everything that shit insane. I know you just trying to maintain the shit is ain't you can't deserve. Don't understand. I know you diving through pain. I know you going so crazy. I know you running on and that shit keeps up with your energy. I know that
The way you
shit
move is like you need some vacation.
I know you.
Drinking your hand in the audience. I swear it's looking like right.
Hey y'all. Okay, so today, I'm gonna be doing my makeup. To start it off, I just wanted to show you guys my eyebrows, how they look before. I just wanted to show you guys this starting out with a fresh face. I did use a face wash. I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now. I can put that in the description box, but yeah, so that was just me showing you guys fresh face. And I just wanted to show you guys the primer. That's what I did next after I washed my face with my daily wash. I then went in with a moisturizer. Well, okay, let me start that whole sentence over, you guys. First, I went in with my cleanser, and then I went in with the moisturizer, and now I'm doing a primer. The primer, I'm using very little. I was just putting a small dot like that into my palm. So I really actually put like 3 times that amount on my face, because like the amount I showed you guys, I kind of rubbed that in. And then, yeah, after I rubbed that in, I kind of did it again with that same amount and rubbed it in a little more. And I just wanted to show you guys all the products that I was using. The primer, I had that upside down. I don't know, you guys couldn't see that, but most of the stuff you can't see the name. I was just messing it up. I have it upside down, not in the camera frame. Like, y'all couldn't see it, but you get it. Then I had the Maybelline concealers. As you can see right here, I had kind of tannish light color, and then I had that really, really light. Then I was using this Maybelline eyelash mascara. I don't know why I was saying eyelash, but I used the Maybelline mascara as well, and I used Maybelline foundation. I just liked Maybelline because I remember the commercials, y'all. Maybe it's Maybelline. So yeah, I just got a lot of Maybelline products. And this is actually a concealer stick that I got that was by Maybelline also. And we're gonna see further down in the video that this was actually way too bright, y'all. This is a good stick though. I have the brushes. This was for the concealer, the small one, and the bigger one was to kind of blend it in. Then I had this stick. Now this stick is actually Revlon, and I really like this stick. This was the stick that I'm gonna do my eyebrows with, and you guys are gonna see how those turn out. This is the eyebrow kit that I used. This actually has the powder. All right, but here that was just the little sponge, makeup sponge. Yeah, I got the e.l.f. thing, that was just the palette. It's not gonna show up, that's why I didn't go too much into detail. But yeah, it's all my products, y'all. Let's do this. Starting out, I did my eyebrows. I felt like I was supposed to do the eyebrows first. I felt like that's, once you got that down, it really doesn't matter what you do to the rest of the face. So to start it off, I was just doing an outline, but actually no, I had thought about it, and I was like, I need to brush this first. Like, I didn't even brush it. So I started off brushing it in the direction, you know, that I wanted to go, that I'm gonna kind of outline for. And when I brushed it, I will say I learned from a tip to brush up and then go down into the tail. So you have to make sure you do that kind of motion, that stroke, when you're doing it to give it the right look. So that's what I did. I feel like that helped a lot. If you don't, then I mean, be my guest. Do your eyebrows how you want. Like I said, this is not a tutorial. This is just me beginning out, doing mine, showing you how it went. Once I was done shaping them, well, not really shaping, but you know, putting them hairs into the direction that I wanted them to go, that's when I started to actually go to outline. Now, I will say, I noticed as I'm watching myself on the video, I actually could have went way darker, and I needed to do a more just a more darker line for the outline part. But I kind of went straight into shading. I feel like I was just coloring in and looking as I went. But what I will say is I started from the middle. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing to keep in mind. To get this look, I started within the middle of the brow and worked my way toward the end. And I kind of stopped. I didn't do the tail. I more so did the middle to the end, and then I go to the other brow to kind of match it up, and then I go back and do the tail. So you're gonna see, but that's kind of like the method I was doing here. Also, a tip for the brows, as you can see, I'm going side to side. I'm not just doing an entire brow and then going to do the other one. I'm just looking, because you don't want to make them identical, but you do want them to be similar. You want to feed off of them in a way. That's how you're finishing your look. You're feeding off of a brow and going, okay, well, this one could be a little darker here, and that one, okay, I see that spot there. Maybe I can insinuate here. I don't know, but y'all get it. You're feeding off of the brows. I kind of just went as I went. Like I said, I was kind of going with the flow here, y'all. I was just doing it to my liking. But as far as procedure, yeah, you would need to do the outline and then kind of fill in as you go to your liking. So it's really to your liking. It's your preference. It's your brow. Remember, it's what you like. No one can make your brow. So remember, you're outlining your brow. I measured to actually see how I wanted the front parts to go as well. Like, I kind of didn't want it to go too much past the nose area, but I didn't have an exact spot or an exact preference for here. I just knew I didn't want it to go too far in like a unibrow, you know. I just wanted to make sure it was kind of level and both of those were even. That was my thing. I just wanted to make sure they both started at the same point, and that was easier for me picking that point because I could kind of line them. For the concealer that I used the lightest shade that I had because I felt like that would be best, because you want that glow around your eyebrow area. You want that glow like when you go to get them waxed and they have that natural glow. That's the glow I was looking for. I don't know what other people are looking for, but that's what I was looking for when I did mine, and I feel like that's what I got. So I wouldn't use too much of the product in so I can get a very precise lining. I use this brush. I feel like that helped me tremendously to use this brush for the cleanup with the concealer, because you kind of have an idea of exactly what you want the size of the brow to be, and this helps you to create that size, like, because you have this brush that's so precise with the lining, you can kind of draw it like how you would want it to go. So that's what I did, y'all. I was really just looking and I was like, okay, I feel like this one was too fat right here, so I can blend that out, and I feel like this one could maybe use a little more of an arch right here, so I can do that. And so that's what my idea of using the concealer was for. On this part, I will say, I felt like I messed up. I felt like I was getting some too far into the brow. I felt like there were times when I didn't get it close enough to the brow. and I felt like I was just messing over it. I was like, hold on, now this ain't like how it was on the tutorial. That if you're like me and you're kind of second guessing yourself at this part and looking like, what? Does that look right? Is that right? How I'm looking in the big mirror, you see? Just keep going. Just trust your instincts and follow your brow line. As long as you do that downward slope and don't actually draw and try to create it, but actually just follow the lining, you will be fine. But this is the look, the finished look that I got after doing it. As you can see, one of them I felt they were very messed up. Yeah, like, but I said, who cares? You know, who cares? Okay, so next though, I just wanted to start filling them back in. Yeah, because I messed up so bad. And poof, you see, this eyebrow right here, this was the struggle. This was the challenge I was like, okay, let's fix this one again, because this one was toe up. Like, man. But I feel like I just started filling that one back in too, and it got good. It got good. And I was just really using my methods, y'all. I used the swipe method. I used the erase method for when I mess up. I was just using the blending method. It was supposed to be a cleanup, and it really just turned into a mess up. So right now, I'm just trying to get everything back intact. So at this point, I'm just doing the same thing from before now again. So be prepared, guys, to do that. Yeah, you're just gonna be steady messing with it over and over and over, because you always see something that needs to be flipped. So once I'm done going in, I finally go for the big bang, y'all. This is the thing that turns them up a big notch. So I'm going in for the brow natural look in the beginning, and all you do is you just rub the product out like how I'm doing so, and you're gonna use that part that you brush it up with and do your shape. You're gonna use the corner, but not the corner, the end. Yeah, you're gonna use the end of it and just rub that in. And when you brush it in also, you're actually gonna erase it. You're gonna erase it out, because you don't want it to go too far. You know, when you just brushed it out, it kind of went past that lining that we were doing. But remember my measurements, I'm not wanting it to go past my nose, because that helps me to know that this is the same starting line as the other brow. So I'm actually just going in again, and as you can see, when I rub out, I am rubbing the entire brow, just from start to finish. I'm rubbing that product out, like rubbing it in, rubbing it out. So I'm giving it that natural feathered kind of look, and I feel like that's what actually made my brows look bomb to me. After I did that, I just blended some more to kind of fix those mess ups, like if I have a line or something. And at this point, I started to feel myself. Yeah, I started feeling myself, y'all. Singing the songs. Oh, ooh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. My little baby. That's all. Oh, is you rolling? Be precise, yeah. Oh, my little baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, y'all. I'm just blending in. I was feeling myself. I'm not gonna lie. I started to feel like they were cute. I started to just I started to go like, okay, this can work. So this is the kind of finished look, but I actually have to go back in, you guys, and do the powder. So the finished look is already cute, but it's gonna look cuter once I do the powder, I'm telling y'all. And I'm gonna be using the darkest shade out of there, because you know that would not make sense to put a very light brown on our brow, y'all. That just That one makes sense with it, okay? But so we're gonna use that darkest shade, and I'm only using that, y'all, towards the middle to the end, because remember, you want that beginning, the start of the brow, to look as natural as possible. You want that light to dark effect. So now my eyebrows are finished, and I'm going in for the kill, starting the makeup.